So, another Friday is upon us.
Killing everyone out there was a...
Those who win all 6 games will receive a handsome cash prize.
It's the Cooper and Anthony Show.
Back in the day, I was the program director of a rock station.
Right.
In Charlotte. So, as a PD at a rock station or any radio station, you would get calls from record company people trying to get you to play their songs.
Right. Or, like when we were at our last station, they would show up with, remember, they had all kinds of like crazy little things to get our attention. They would give us like little mini record players and be like, here, listen to this song. And they would find like some clever way to get you to listen to the new, you know, fill in the blank, Meghan Trainor, Ed Sheeran, some artists you never heard of that they're pushing.
Mm-hmm. So,
yeah.
But when you're the PD, it's just relentless.
Oh, I'm sure.
Trying to get you to play their song. So I actually saved some voicemails.
No way.
From my old record company people calling me to try to get me to play their songs. And you'll hear a couple of different people on this. The first one is a guy named Dwayne Ward, who passed away, God, probably 8 years ago. Mm-hmm. But the thing about Dwayne would be, he would be calling me when The Sopranos were first run. So he would call me on Monday after The Sopranos aired on Sunday, and we would spend 2 hours talking about The Sopranos, and we would say stuff like, I can't believe we just spent 2 hours talking about a show that's 45 minutes long.
Right.
So there's a lot of times, and you know me with phone calls, I don't answer phone calls, so all the phone calls went to voicemail.
Yeah, the shocking thing is that you would be on the phone, let alone 2 hours. But look, he understood you. He got you immediately. Talk to him about Sopranos, and you got that PD talking away.
Yeah, and then hang out with me a lot. And, I mean, he became a really good friend. Right. He's the one who actually got me to work for Atlantic Records.
Oh, okay. Wow. That's
really good guy.
Impressive.
Gary Gratzer, you're going to hear from Virgin Records. We talked about him before. He wanted me to pick up the Spice Girls with him at the airport.
Right.
Old school guy. So there's a bunch of different people on his voicemail, and you'll hear what it's like behind the scenes of a radio station to get songs played on the air.
Wow.
And Dwayne just nonstop talks about The Sopranos when he calls.
Okay, got it. I'm ready.
And you'll hear Dwayne a lot, because Dwayne would call probably 6-7 times a day on my voicemail.
Oh, geez.
You ever notice how when you walk through a men's shithole bathroom, the laces on your shoes is always fucking wet when you walk out? What do you wear?
What?
That was the whole voicemail.
What even was that? Okay.
Yeah, you don't even hear, it's Dwayne, here's my number, call me. It's just a random thought he'll put down on my voicemail.
4 pounds.
Right.
No, 8 pounds. That's what he says, 8 pounds. Anthony, Dwayne, 220. Call me in the office. Mm-hmm. I see how it is. Dwayne, 3 o'clock, sitting here looking at your playlist. No, Matthew Good. Mm-hmm. All righty then.
So I didn't add his song. See, he's quite upset now. So,
right. I love that he called you 220, then again at 3. Like wondering why you hadn't called yet. As if you're just sitting. You know, program directors are busy. You're lucky if they get back to you in a day, let alone in a few minutes.
But then he looks up my playlist and finds out I didn't add his song. Now he's upset.
Right. Okay. Uh-oh.
Do it again. Hey, Paulie, go get my bolt crackers out of the car. Call me, Anthony. Gratza here.
Okay, so Gary Gratzer, old school record rep, his brother was the drummer for REO Speedwagon.
Oh, wow.
And just a really good guy, old school, passed away probably 3-4 years ago.
Jay Leno, this evening. And that would be the boys from the Straight Up Project doing Angel's Son on Jay Leno. That'd be nice. It's going to happen. Let your listeners know, please, during that fine drive time show of yours called Rock the House with long hair. Or, no, wait, that's a different show. Anyway.
Wrong station.
Talk to the traffic copter guy every 5 minutes. No, that's a different show, too. No, that is your show. It's every 10 minutes, though, isn't it? All right, buddy. Cracking
knows
jokes
you very
with
well.
copter dudes. There you go. That's the name of your show. Now I remember. Leno, this evening, straight up, Angel Son. You know, once in a while you can try to call me.
Anthony! Hey,
Oh, God, here we go again.
Thursday. Out and about on a gorgeous Thursday. Nice Carolina blue skies. Call me when you get in today. I want to see if you've listened to the Matthew Good yet.
Oh, God.
And,
Oh, you're not adding this Matthew Good.
You know, we should get together this week and have some dinner, some lunch, some brunch.
Uh-huh. Right. So you can add Matthew Good that you're not going to add. Yeah.
Fuck, call me.
Antonio, Dwayne, 4 o'clock Monday. Call me in the office. Listen to
Is
my
he a
Matthew
friend or a
Good
stalker?
band, Time Bomb, and call me. Call me.
You know, you projected everything exactly right. It's 11:15. It's Monday. It's Dwayne, and I want something. Call me.
Wow, I got to tell you, I don't know if he's straight. Is he straight?
Very straight.
Okay, as a woman, that's scary. Like, if I ever went out with him and had sex with him and then was
You wouldn't.
like treated to all these phone calls all the time, every day, like it's a little much. I mean, I realize that he's sort of your friend and it's a business relationship and you're a PD, but it's really over the top.
Yeah, he's nonstop. And the girl that you're going to hear at some point, they ended up dating and hooking up and all that. So another story for another day.
Yeah, you think you got a deep voice? Well, my voice is a lot deeper than yours. My voice is so deep that I have to carry my balls around in a wheelbarrow. All right, mister? So don't give me
Oh, right, he thinks he's funny. I forgot.
All right. God damn it.
Anthony, it's JJ. The truth of the matter.
My real voice sounds like this.
Oh,
Hi. Call me if you can.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You're actually pretty good about calling back. So I'm hoping that you will
You?
exercise that this time as well. Just want to chat with you about Metallica real quick. I'm sorry to be playing Spin Police. We're trying to keep this thing number one for another week. And
Yeah, play my song more is
Right.
their MO. So
Not just that you're playing the song. You're not playing it enough.
I'm not
I'd like
playing
you to play it
enough.
more.
I got to keep
Right.
it at number one. It's Metallica.
after
it's
it all,
your
it
job
is
to
the
keep
biggest rock
his
record
band
in the
at number
country
one.
right now. So
Yeah, it's the biggest rock record in the country, so you got to play it more.
I just wanted to chat with you about that.
Uh-huh.
So did you play it more?
Do I have to bring my goddamn bat up there and just hit you over the head with it to get you to add the goddamn stir record? Jesus Christ. Batwoman here.
She got her name because she came to the station with a bat because I didn't add the Foo Fighters.
You didn't add the Foo Fighters? Oh, you should have been hit over the head with a bat.
The Foo Fighters' Big Me. That
Okay.
wasn't a good record.
Right. All right. Well,
But-
it's still the Foo Fighters.
But this is her. This is how she talks to me.
How are you? When I saw your ads come through, I said, I'm going to pick up that phone and call Anthony right now and hand it to him.
Yeah, and she's the head of Capitol Records, by the way. She's not letting the local guy handle it. She's going to call me directly.
Directly, right.
You lobster, what is holding up this record? What the fuck is Zoppy? I'm just doing this because I can with you because Joe's a rookie and he doesn't have the relationship to totally yell at you. So can you call me back? I'm on the cell. Late ads will be taken. Thank you. Bye.
Late ads will be taken.
I love that the guy that's supposed to call you, she's like, nah, screw that. I'm calling him.
Yeah, and I'm cursing him out on his voicemail.
So I'm still confused about Pussy.
Oh, him again.
Working for another gang, or is he working for the government? Your thoughts. Give me a buzz. Yeah, hi, Anthony. I hope you don't mind if I call you Anthony. I'm calling on behalf of Mr. Tony Soprano.
Oh,
So
God.
now this is the Columbia guy trying to get me to add Woke Up This Morning.
I'm sure you're aware there's a soundtrack on C2
Oh.
Records, okay? And there's a song on the soundtrack by A3 called Woke Up This Morning. Well, we're
A3
sending this
does some
out
good
to
stuff.
everybody
I
on
have them all
radio
over my
because it's the
playlist.
hottest TV show on, And if you're smart, you'll put this on the radio a couple of times, play it maybe on the afternoon show. Your listeners will call up, and you give them some soundtracks. It's very easy. It's very easy to understand.
See, you put the song on, you play it, people call up, and we give them free stuff. This is what he's telling me.
And it's not complicated.
Right.
And I'm sure it goes without saying that if you was to do something like that there, you'd have the complete support and appreciation, I might add, of Mr. Soprano. So if you got any questions, call me up. No, I'll tell you what, better yet, call up my friend. He lives closer to you. Here's his number, 770.
I don't know, man. I think Pussy's a government spy
Oh,
now.
Jesus.
I think Pussy's working for the guns. I think there's something up with Pussy. I think Tony better watch out for Pussy. You know, Pussy can be dangerous. Dwayne, call me.
He just likes saying that over and over.
Anthony Mariner, Friday afternoon.
Okay, so here's the story on this one. Ray Mariner wanted me to come to the beach. He was going to give me a beach room because they're having this big party.
Okay.
But I said, I'm not going because there's a guy named Val who's going to be there. And I hate Val with a passion.
Okay.
Val fired me from one job. So I'm not going to show up if Val is there. So
Got
you
it.
can beg me all you want to come. I'm not coming and if he's not there. So that's the background.
Just want to let you know. Just found out. I got it. Don't worry like that. It's good. Thanks, man. It's old. Yeah, it's a little
Hello,
smaller.
dude. You're on the phone.
Listen, dickhead. I'm telling you. I'm leaving a message for Anthony Michaels that Val is coming today. That's Friday, but he's leaving tomorrow. So he won't even be here when you come. So don't be a hosehead and not show up. Okay? You come on.
This is so Cooper Lawrence. If that person is there, I'm not coming.
Yeah, that's 100%. I love that you channeled me for this.
Before I even knew you. I'm not coming unless this guy.
If he's there, yeah.
Yeah, this guy, I don't want to see him.
Saturday. Val leaves on Saturday. You don't even have to hang with Val, okay? Don't be a cockhead. Come on down. If you're not coming, though, I don't know why I think you're not coming. I think you're going to stand me up. I feel like a girl waiting for my date for the prom.
See, that's what I'm saying. He's a little stalkerish.
Anyway,
This is a different guy. This isn't Dwayne. This is Dwayne's buddy Ray.
let me know if you're
Wow.
not coming. So I can cancel.
Did you go?
But I'm not canceling you. You know what? You're coming.
You did
so
go.
That's it.
Okay.
If you don't come, I will never let you forget it. I will torture you. Drive down. Come on down. We're going to have a good time. Val won't be here. Okay? That's all I got to say. Here's my cell number if you need me. 770.
Hey, Anthony. It's Harry from
Uh-oh.
Hollywood, man. I thought you were. I happened to be driving through Charlotte about a week ago, and I thought I heard you on the air, and sure enough, it is you. You're back.
So that's how record company people get songs played on the radio.
They harass program directors endlessly.
Mm-hmm.
And they take you out to dinner and they buy you stuff. And then I love the fact that the Metallica guy, JJ, you already added the song. He's like, yeah, you got to play it more now.
Yeah.
What? I already added it. Don't tell me how long I got to play it or how much I got to play it. No, you got to play it more. I need to stay number one in the country.
I stumbled into a land of freaks.
It's the Cooper and Anthony Show.
The 50 best movie soundtracks of the past 50 years.
Wow.
And you look at number 50 on the list and you say, this has got to be a good list. Number 50, 8 Mile.
Oh, that's number 50? Wow.
That's
yeah.
what I said. This has got to be serious.
Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite soundtracks. I was going to say that immediately. I have 3 that I go. The minute you say movie soundtracks, there's 3 that come to mind immediately that I love. And 8 Mile is one of the 3.
Yeah, so that's number 50. So you say, okay, if that's number 50, what's the top 20? Number 46, The Breakfast Club.
Oh, I forgot that. Yeah, of course that's a soundtrack. Yeah, the soundtrack must be awesome. Don't You Forget About Me.
But
all
it's 46.
those. Right. That's a good point. Yeah, right.
Number 45, Grease.
What?
I would think that would be in the top 10.
Those songs are iconic.
Every single song on there is. 43, Moulin Rouge.
I hated that. I hated everything about that.
I did too, but it was a big soundtrack.
Yeah, it was.
Number 42, great soundtrack for Boogie Nights.
You know, it's so funny. There's songs that I hear all the time. I'm like, how do I know that song? And my boyfriend's like, Boogie Nights. Oh, right. I'll tell you, the beauty of soundtracks, especially something like Boogie Nights, is something that's set in another time, like the 60s, 70s, 80s. It introduces a whole new audience to some of these. I hear songs and I'm like, how do I even know this? And it's always from a movie soundtrack.
Number 31, Juice, because they had Tupac in it.
Oh, right, of course.
Number 30, Do the Right Thing. It had Fight the Power.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that was a great soundtrack, too.
It was a good soundtrack. Yeah.
Great movie, great soundtrack. I didn't know Black Panther had a soundtrack, but it's 27.
Okay. Black Panther not known for its soundtrack. I think that's the only problem. There are certain movies, like, for example, I'm sure, I don't want to ruin the list for you, but I'm sure Guardians of the Galaxy is a great example. You know, they were kind of known for that soundtrack, the mixtape soundtrack that they put out. It was like that music, you think of the songs and you immediately think of the movie. Black Panther, for example, when I think of Black Panther, I don't really think of the music. I think of the acting. I think of the story. The music doesn't come to mind, as opposed to Guardian of the Galaxy. The minute I hear, like, Hooked on a Feeling or Spirit in the Sky, I'm immediately taken back to those moments in Guardian of the Galaxy, like what's going on in the movie. You know what I mean?
Hustle and Flow next, and that had a great soundtrack.
For a pimp.
Great song. Wasn't a hit, but this song made the movie.
Didn't this song win a Grammy?
Probably did.
Wait, I think it even won. 3 6 Mafia performed the song at the Academy Awards that year. And yeah, it won an Academy Award for Best Original Song. It won an Oscar.
So, good song. Top 13 now. Number 13, great soundtrack, Singles.
Oh, right. Of course. Well, again, that's another one of those movies that it's all about the music. The music in Singles, way more important than the storyline.
Yeah, Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, Mudhoney, Mother Love Bone, goes on and on.
Right, that was the grunge moment. Like, that was the moment that defined a generation. Outside the cars in the city go rushing by. I sit here alone and I wonder why.
What movie?
Yeah, of course, it's from Clueless.
See?
Yeah. Kids in America. This was Clueless. I could just picture Cher.
Probably going, is this like an Oxema commercial? Or
See, I could totally picture them. Is this an Oxema commercial?
Number 11, huge soundtrack. Nobody could explain. Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou?
I was just going to say, that has to be in the top 3. That's in what number is that?
11.
Okay, that's surprising because Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, that soundtrack, and the artists, they won Grammys, they won an Oscar, they won so many awards. That was the biggest soundtrack on the planet.
The place where I was born and raised.
But this was this song. Remember, the movie was about people that escaped from prison to become singers, and this was the song that they kept running to go sing. So that the whole premise of the movie is that they record this song, and then they have to go run and escape the police, but the song becomes a hit.
Right.
That's what the movie's about.
I've never seen the movie.
It's a great movie. George Clooney.
Yeah, I've never seen the movie. I've heard
that's
the song
Union
about...
Station. That's Union Station, Alison Krauss. Yeah, I mean, the music in the movie really made the movie. It's the Coen brothers. They're brilliant with music.
All right, now we're in the top 10.
How that didn't make the top 10 is shocking.
The top 10 has some great songs. So here's number 10.
Oh, Staying Alive. Right. This is Saturday Night Fever, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I understand why this is the top 10.
Yeah. Night Fever, How Deep Is Your Love, If I Can't Have You.
Yeah, It's iconic. Remember, the Foo Fighters just did a whole cover of all these songs.
Mm-hmm.
They did that whole cover album, Hail Satan, or Hail Satin. we said Satan, but it's Hail Satin.
All right, number 9, great movie, great soundtrack.
Do that. I know you're lying. You
Dazed and
bitch. I know
Confused.
you're lying.
When I think of Dazed and Confused, I don't think of the music.
I do. I think of, because they played it just right in the movie. So, number 8, Almost Famous.
Oh, again, another movie about music, so the music had better be good.
Number 7, The Bodyguard.
I think it just has that one song.
Yeah, but that one song was massive.
So originally they were going to have Whitney Houston sing a song called What Becomes of the Brokenhearted.
Mm-hmm.
But that song was used in the movie Fried Green Tomatoes. So when they found that out, they went to Dolly Parton and said, what do you have for us? And she's like, well, I have this song called I Will Always Love You. I think Whitney can really rock it. And it was like one of these just sort of happenstance things where Dolly Parton was like, yeah, try this. And it became probably the most important part of The Bodyguard, I think. You can't think of The Bodyguard without thinking of that moment, you know, when that song is playing. And I mean, that's really one of the most important moments of the movie.
Number 6, great soundtrack, Above the Rim.
I don't know one song. Do I?
Okay, Lady of Rage. SWV Anything also made this song huge.
Oh, this was in Above the Rim?
Yeah. How big was this song?
So I hooked Select on 2-1 and Lewis. Some brothers shooting dice, so I said, let's do
Yeah,
this.
Doggy Style, Big Pimpin'. I'm seeing now, yeah, Part-Time Lover, Big Pimpin'. Oh, well, it was produced by Suge Knight. Well, that explains why the soundtrack is so good. Oh, I didn't realize that those songs were all from a soundtrack. I just thought that was just music that was on the radio at the time. That's interesting.
Number 5, Superfly.
What that is.
They had Pusher Man and in a lot of songs from the 70s. So
Pusher Man by Curtis Mayfield.
Right.
Okay.
Number 4, you're going to agree 1,000,000%. Goodfellas.
Oh, in fact, whenever I think of Goodfellas, I think of that moment. I actually went to find the song where Ray Liotta is in the car and the helicopters are going over his head and he's trying to escape, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden you hear, you can climb a mountain, you can swim the sea. And then it turns out, I was like, what song is that? It's awesome. It's this Harry Nilsson song, We Can Make Each Other Happy. I love that song because of that moment when he's in the car running from the FBI.
Karen! Karen! That was all the money we had!
You can swim the sea. You can jump into the fire.
Jump into the fire. That's the name of the song. Okay, that's right.
Right.
Yeah. This is what makes a good soundtrack. When the movie and the music blend so well together, when they're so intertwined that every time you hear the song, you think of the movie. Every time you think of the scene, you think of the song. That's probably one of the most Goodfellas is probably one of the most successful soundtracks in terms of that it really does tell the story of the movie.
Jimmy was cutting every link between himself and the robbery.
While they're going around showing everybody that got killed, they're playing Layla.
Yes. Right, that's what I mean.
Such a great use of music.
I gave Jimmy the tip and he gave me some Christmas money.
Yeah, it's really, really well done.
All right, so that's
Brilliant.
number 4. Now we're in the top 3.
Okay.
Number 3, Pulp Fiction.
Oh, right. Yes, absolutely. I agree. That's a good choice.
just every song on that soundtrack, awesome.
Yeah, and they used it really well. The dance scenes, everything. They did a really good job with that soundtrack. I got the soundtrack before I saw the movie.
Did you really?
Yeah. That's how good it was.
But, I mean, you could turn that movie on right now and still watch it from beginning to end and just say, I never get sick of this movie.
Right, I agree.
All right, number 2, yes, my kids wore it out, Lion King.
Ugh, I knew you were going to give me like a kid one. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, God, is number 1 Frozen?
No.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Wait, Lion King's number 2 and Frozen isn't? Oh, yes. Okay, wait, let me just say something, though. It's not that this soundtrack wasn't amazing. It's just that the movie was a 2-hour music video. It wasn't really a movie. There was really no storyline.
It didn't need one.
It didn't need one.
The music was that good, it didn't need a script.
Right, but I'm just saying, I don't know that you could include it in this.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, every song on this soundtrack was a smash.
What happened to Meet the Deedles?
No. I mean...
Oh my God, Meet the Deedles is one of my favorite soundtracks. Did that even make the list?
Meet the Deals? I don't even know what that...
Meet the Deedles.
What is that?
It was this movie I saw as a kid, and it was all that swing music. But it was like kind of edgy swing music. I remember I was a kid and I was like, what is this? And I ran out and I bought the soundtrack. I think like my babysitter had taken me to see it, and I was like, I didn't care about the movie. It was like some stupid surf movie. I don't even know what the movie was. I can't even tell you what happened in the movie. But listening to the music, I had never heard music like that before. So I ran home and I said to my parents, I was like, you have to buy me the soundtrack. So they got me the DVD or the CD or whatever the hell it came in at the time for Meet the Deedles. And it was all that swing music that was really big in like the early 90s. Remember all that stuff?
No, I don't remember any
Big
of that.
Bad Voodoo Daddies.
Oh, okay. No, I don't think it made the list. Like 33 is Friday, which is a great soundtrack.
Oh, that's iconic. Yeah, that should have been higher on the list.
Then we have The Prince of Egypt. I don't know what that is. The Royal Tenenbaums were 38. Batman, 39. Then you have Top Gun, where you had Danger Zone and Take My Breath Away.
Cherry Poppin' Daddies were on Meet the Deedles.
I think you're the only one that liked it.
Dance Hall Crashers.
No.
Oh, you know who was on it? Save Ferris. Remember Save Ferris?
You're the only one. I mean, I'm looking through the whole thing, and it doesn't show up.
Oh, there's a great song by Radish called Failing and Leaving. Oh, so good. So good. No, but when you're a kid and you hear something new for the first time, like think about it. We were always at my house listening to either the rock station or the top 40 station. And there I was sitting in a movie theater and suddenly I heard something I'd never heard before. Do you know what I mean? Like I was excited. I ran home. I was like, get me American Girls, homie.
And your parents said, okay.
She knows everything about everyone.
That's why her hair is so big. It's full of secrets.
The Cooper and Anthony Show.
It's, what, a couple of days until the end of 2021. Now we're getting the lists of what people search for in 2021.
Like the top stuff that people searched for this year?
Right.
Is it all COVID related?
No, actually not.
Oh, all right.
In the news category, number 1, Mega Millions.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess everybody wanted money this year. Sure.
Yeah. Number 2, AMC stock. Stock from the movie theater. And number 3 was stimulus check.
Oh, remember that we were all waiting for a stimulus check? Like, when are we getting it? How do you get it? Am I signed up for it? Why didn't I get it yet?
Yep. Number 4, the Georgia Senate race.
Oh, for politics? Yeah, I guess
politics.
people really cared about that. That's true.
People in the news Simone Biles, number 5. Travis Scott, number 4. Alec Baldwin, number 3.
Wow.
Tiger Woods, number 2. Kyle Rittenhouse, number 1.
Number 1. Wow.
Number 1. He came up strong. Actors.
And those are all really recent. I mean, the Kyle Rittenhouse story and the Alec Baldwin story, that's just like the past month or two.
For actors, the top 5 actors, Armie Hammer.
Of course. I mean, after the whole scandal of him telling a woman he wanted to eat her and cannibalize her. Yeah, I can see why that would be on there. Uh-huh.
Gina, the girl from The Mandalorian, is number 4.
Yeah.
Shailene Woodley is number 3.
Eesh, that's not good.
Number 2, Pete Davidson.
Well, of course. Everybody spent all year trying to figure out how he gets these hot women.
So they're all going to look him up and say, I still don't get it. Number 1, Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, Alec Baldwin was fascinating this year. People wanted to know what was going on with him. But what's interesting is if you look at Pete Davidson, did they look up Pete Davidson dick? Pete Davidson nude?
No,
Pete
that
Davidson
was just in
naked.
your house.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, like Pete Davidson naked, I think is what people, if you want to be honest, that's pretty much where everybody was, gay men and straight women.
And people are searching how to be blank, 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 how to be more attractive. That's number 2.
Okay.
How to be happy alone is number 3.
Oh, that's sad. Uh-huh.
How to be eligible for a stimulus check is number 1.
I'd like to be good looking, but more importantly, where's my stimulus money?
Then how to pronounce. This is just in my world. How to pronounce. Number 1, Dogecoin.
Oh yeah, Dogecoin. Oh, how to
Dogecoin.
pronounce stimulus check.
How to pronounce Elon Musk's son's name.
Oh, of course, right. That AX-12, whatever that kid's name. But they were they were actually calling him like Ace or something. They gave him some
weird wacky name.
They told us after they gave us the whole thing, and then at the end they're like, but we're gonna pronounce it Ace.
How to pronounce quinoa, because it's in a commercial where you're trying to pronounce it. So I guess people looked that up.
Yeah.
How to style. So we're talking about how to style rings, how to style a wolf haircut. I don't know what that is.
Okay, I don't either.
How to style a sweater vest.
Okay.
How to style straight leg jeans.
Oh, yeah, because we're so bored of just wearing straight leg jeans with just boots and a sweater. Like, what else you got for me out there?
Memes. People looking up memes. Number 4, Squid Game.
Oh, of course. And in fact, yeah, those Squid Game memes are still going. People are still posting those and putting like a joke around it.
Number 3, Twisted Tea.
Twisted Tea?
Yeah.
Meme?
Yeah.
The meme? Okay.
Number 2, hamster. Is there a hamster meme?
There's several hamster memes.
Oh, okay.
Which one, I wonder? I'm guessing the hamster meme. There's 2. There's one where the hamster's like shaking and scared, and then another where he's like saying hi. So my guess it's either the saying hi one or the shaking and scared one.
Number 1. What was the number 1 meme of 2021?
Oh, let me think a second.
I would say yelling at the cat, but that's not.
Oh, yeah, the yelling at the cat one for sure. But that was 2020, wasn't it? That wasn't 2021.
Okay, so 2021, number 1, Bernie Sanders mittens.
Of course. Right.
How about things near me? Number 5, bowling near me.
Coffee near me.
Number 4 is bars near me.
Okay.
3, movies near me. 2, COVID testing near me. And number 1, COVID vaccine near me.
Oh, well, good. I'm happy to hear that those are the top 2, COVID testing and COVID vaccine near me. That's good.
The top U.S. recipe was TikTok pasta.
Oh, right. Yeah, that was a whole thing. That was a whole trend on TikTok for a while. Not like banana bread or anything.
No, pasta.
But just so you know, that TikTok pasta was like this baked feta pasta thing that everybody was really into.
This is not live. It's like a rerun.
It's a rerun.
It's the Cooper and Anthony Show.
You know, there's all kinds of
stuff that people do in your work environment that I have to wonder, do they not realize how rude or annoying they're being? Or do you think they're doing it on purpose? Or do they just not care? What do you think?
Is something like that, would that be considered annoying at work?
Well, because we're on the radio, yes, I would say yes.
Okay.
Yes. But if you worked in a warehouse where it was really loud and nobody can hear that noise, no,
Right.
go ahead, do it all you want. Because I think...
When you're trying to talk to somebody and you're doing that?
Right.
Well, that's rude, too.
Because the minute we go to break, Cooper's immediately pounding on the keyboard.
Oh, me?
Yes! Hello? Who did you think we were talking about?
I don't know. I thought you were just, throwing out a topic, throwing out an idea.
No.
Oh, but see, now this is what I'm talking about. I don't get enough opportunity to return. I have Bob's House of Meat email. Now I have Facebook email. Now I have MySpace.
But if you could just type quieter.
No, it's not. I don't have one of those. No, it's an old keyboard. It's not the new quiet keyboard. I see your point.
Yeah. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I see your point.
Mm-hmm.
So turn my mic off. Because then you won't hear it.
This still can hear it.
No, because the problem is that my mic is right underneath the keyboard.
Right.
So it's magnified. It's almost like I have a keyboard with a bullhorn.
Right. But it's really quick though. It's not like it there's a space. It's like, we'll be right back. It's the Cooper Lawrence Show.
I'm that behind on my MySpace messages. This is what I'm telling you.
I mean, your fingers are right on the keys as you're saying Cooper Lawrence Show.
No, I think I take a breather.
No, you don't.
I take a little water.
No.
Don't you hear this noise?
No. You go right to the click clack.
You think?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And you're saying that is rude behavior. In our work environment, you feel that's rude.
Yes, because, or if you're walking through an office and people are typing really, really loud like that, you can type quieter. You don't have to type that loud.
Well, it's not that I can't type quieter. It's this keyboard. It's an old keyboard with big giant keys. And because people use my computer and eat, like the Q sticks.
Right.
So if I have to write a word with a Q in it, it sticks.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to really press down. Q!
Well, we have a problem with a guy here.
Yes.
That he used to be next to the studio.
Mm.
And he works in production. So it's really loud. And he was right next to the studio here.
Right.
But now he's moved his studio downstairs.
Thank goodness, because that was really annoying.
So all day long we hear all through the whole downstairs. You can't even hear anything.
Yeah, because he's using that as like a music bed for something.
Right.
And we're on the air sometimes.
Yeah,
or we're just in the studio doing our thing, and we'll hear him right through the wall.
But-
it's like having a noisy neighbor.
But now he's moved downstairs next to my office and Chad's office.
Chad's cubicle.
Yeah, Chad's cubicle.
Yeah.
So Chad loses his mind every day when he comes in.
But at least we don't hear him on the air anymore. At least it's not annoying while we're, in the studio.
Right.
If it's going to be annoying, I'd rather be annoying
to me.
For
near 8 hours a day to me.
Near the cubicle as opposed to near the...
Okay, thank you.
Now, there's a guy that I worked with who sang under his breath, and I think he didn't realize it. It was weird because if you would say something to him about it, he didn't seem aware. He'd be like, oh, was I singing? As if he really, truly had no clue. And I wasn't sure whether he actually was singing and that was his little out, like, oh, was I singing?
Mm-hmm.
Or if he
was he singing
so...
along to something or just singing random songs?
He was singing to the voices in his head, basically. Whatever the last song he heard.
That's what he was singing to.
Like just now we heard Fitty.
Right.
So he'd be sitting there doing his work on.
Go,
Find me in the club, gonna fall by the mind what you need. And it's under his breath. He's not even singing out. It's not like he's getting up and performing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like this mutter under his breath. And, we can all hear him. Because he's doing it out loud. He's not singing in his mind. He might be singing in his mind to him, but it's coming out of his mouth. Mm-hmm. We can hear it. So what is some rude stuff that your coworker does that just drives everyone crazy? 877-6-Cooper. Rude coworker things.
I used to have a coworker that would whistle, but nonstop.
Oh, I hate that.
I hate whistlers.
Me too.
Really?
I despise
Yeah,
whistling.
makes me
Unless it's
mad,
Axl Rose.
Well, whistle while you work. You know,
I know that saying, but it was annoying.
Especially the guys that think they're good whistlers and they whistle like birds.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh.
No, I don't
those
think
guys.
I don't think they know they can whistle. I just think they do it automatically.
That's what I mean. Like, do you think they're conscious of the fact that they're whistling? Do you think it's a nervous habit? Do they know how annoying they are?
I don't think so. Because you could be in an office and he's in an office next to you whistling. Right. You're, shut up! Because it's nonstop with the whistling.
It's like, we should get your whistler and my singer together. Send them on the road.
Right.
Because A, it'll get them out of the office.
Get them
and
a gig.
B, who knows? It's a brand new career for them.
They're a band.
Right. Madison, what is something that one of your coworkers does at work that is just unbelievably rude and annoying?
Well, I work in a call center, and I oversee about, 600 people that take phone calls. I kind of sit up and monitor them and, make sure they're on the phones or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll sit up there, and all of a sudden I'll hear this ping. And at first I couldn't figure out what it was, and then I realized it's someone that clips their fingernails. And they do this every Thursday. And when you were talking about this, I was like totally like, oh my gosh, this is the nail. And for me, it's like nails on a chalkboard. I hear that pinging noise. First of all, it's disgusting.
Yeah, unsanitary.
And then there's that noise. Like I said, it's just like nails on a chalkboard to me.
Literally nails on a chalkboard, or nails on a phone in this case. And that's the thing. I wonder if people are aware that they're doing stuff. Now, Chris, you've got a nail clipper too.
I've got a nail clipper too.
Who are these people that go to work to clip their nails? I don't understand.
And my question is, though, how different is it from filing your nails at work? You're still doing nail things, creating nail dust.
Yep.
Right.
So I'm not sure if it's really different, and I file my nails, and I'm trying to figure out, is that different than clipping?
Well, you don't sit there and do a full manicure, do you?
Well, no, usually just one at a time, one because it's bothering me.
Right. I mean, I've been in that situation where you're in the middle of doing something and you break a nail and you spend the rest of the day, scarring yourself with it. So you take a nail file and you just file that down. That's a situation, but somebody that actually clips their nails on a regular basis at work?
That is true. I'm not doing it for hygiene. I'm just doing it to fix a nail.
Right, a nail. You're not sitting there doing an entire manicure.
Right.
And the thing is, and I think when you file the nail, you're just sort of filing down what's there. You're not leaving parts of yourself behind.
Sometimes I file this nail. And this one right here.
Yeah.
Well, you need that finger quite often.
Yeah.
You don't want people to misinterpret what you're doing.
It's got to look good.
That's annoying, but not as annoying as if somebody was biting their toenails at their desk. Now that would be weird.
Who can reach now what adult can reach their foot to their mouth? That's a baby thing.
Nobody in this room.
No one in this room.
No.
I can't even get my knee to my mouth.
We can't see our feet.
If you put chocolate on my knee and said, eat that chocolate, I'd be like, I can't.
If you put 3 feet in front of us and said, which one is yours? We
We don't even, yeah, it's very true. We don't even know what our own feet look like. When was the last time either one of us have seen our feet?
Exactly.
Now, Dave, what is something that one of your coworkers does that is just unbelievably rude?
Well, I work from home now, but I just recently started to. I had a coworker who sat the cube over from me every day, would call somebody and go into great details of his conquest of the night, or several. Now,
so that everyone around him can hear.
Right, but keep in mind, I'm in the travel business, so I'm basically the token straight guy in the office.
Oh,
right.
Wow. Oh, I get it.
But see, that's the thing about gay men, because straight men, you have a hard time getting a woman in bed. You've got two men, they're both interested.
And it would be like he would say, oh, I had 3 dates tonight, and this is what I did on all 3 of them.
Oh.
You know?
Wow. regardless of gay or straight, the idea of like talking about your sexual exploits in a public environment, I think that constitutes sexual harassment. I think you probably could have gotten him in trouble, but now you work at home, so what do you do to annoy yourself?
Well, and the ironic thing is he was on all these different teams to stop those types of things, the diversity teams.
He was on several teams, it sounds like.
All these different things at work, but he was allowed to do it. So that was kind of annoying, too.
Interesting.
No, I just have my wife and kids to annoy me now, or it's probably more like me annoying them while I'm at home.
Right, because now you're the annoying coworker.
That's right.
Good for you.
That's good. Thanks, Dave. Stacy, what is something that one of your coworkers does that is just unbelievably rude and annoying?
Oh, I'm so glad you're talking about this.
Oh, good. Let me hear.
I work in an area with a lot of cubicles, so there's lots of things going on. But there is an older lady that I work with that has false teeth. And she's also, say, slightly hearing impaired.
Oh, no.
So when she is typing and she's very into her work, her habit is to move her tongue in and out, but she's moving her teeth.
Oh, no.
You hear this really disgusting kind of squishy sound.
Oh,
no. You can barely even function. I have to.
And she can't hear herself because she's slightly deaf.
Yes, it's just so
Stop
awful.
it, Chad. Stop it.
Oh my God.
The worst noise on the planet.
And what can you do about it? Are there other people around who hear this woman clacking her teeth?
Not as much because she's right, but she's like 5 feet from me, so they don't hear it as much. And nobody can say anything because we don't want to offend her because, can't she hear what she's saying? So we all kind of, and
And that's the thing. She probably doesn't realize she's doing it, but if you made her aware of it, you make her uncomfortable. So that's sort of a precarious situation where, I guess what you could do is just start blaring 50 Cent.
Oh, I didn't.
Start playing this. And if she says, "Can you lower your music?" you have to say, "Can you lower your teeth?"
Oh, knowing my luck, she'd start snapping them to the beat.
She may be old, but see, everyone loves Fitty.
Apparently, oh, God. It's just such an awful noise. I dare anybody to top that noise.
Okay, so now you've set out, you've laid down the gauntlet, you set out the challenge. Now, Lynn, what is something that a coworker of yours does that is just unbelievably rude?
Well, my coworker, she'll come to your desk with the pretense of wanting to talk about something, but really she just wants to take a tissue and stand there and blow her nose loudly at your desk. She'll just stand there and blow it, and it's just like, mucusy honking,
Like she's all proud of herself.
And then she'll just, blow her nose, and then she'll talk a little bit and wipe, and then get another tissue and blow a little bit more, and it is so disgusting. I put up a little clipping that I cut out about how blowing your nose in front of people was rude, and she pitched a fit and wanted to know who did it.
You were like, the one with the tissues? I was the one that did it.
We've gotten to where now, lately, we hide our tissues in our desk so she won't come to our desk.
And how weird is that you have to do that? That's so horrible that it's come to that.
Go to the bathroom.
Oh, well, it still doesn't work. She has tissues on her desk sometimes, but she'll still, as she's walking by your office, she'll walk in there and say, "Oh, let me tell you what my son did today." Honk, honk.
And what is this constant nose blowing situation? Like, does she have allergies? Why is she always, who blows their nose that often?
She's always claiming she's got sinus infections or a cold or something like that.
Wow.
I think she's doing the blow.
Oh, come on.
I think she's on the cocaine.
No.
She's on the cocaine. I'm starting a rumor about her annoying
okay.
coworker. Let me have it.
The coke addict.
Give me this one.
Right.
Okay. So what weird or rude thing does your coworker do that drives you crazy, Chastity?
She whistles like a Nextel.
And does she realize she's whistling? Is it on purpose, or do you think it's like a
No,
nervous thing?
He knows he's doing it. He does it on purpose and makes us all think that our Nextel's beeping, and we go to answer it, and there's nobody there. So.
Oh, it's like a practical joke.
But he does it all the time.
You know, once or twice funny, all the time not so much.
Well, the sad part is he's my fiance, and so I live with him, and he always does it to me. And not only that, he does it to everybody at work, so he does like the alert and everything, and it still happens.
See that? But because he's your fiance, you should feel comfortable saying to him, "Dude, cut it out."
Stop it.
Oh, we do. But the people at work, it's just funny because they always yell at him and everything.
And he just thinks it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I'll bet, yeah. And that's the problem. When somebody thinks what they're doing is very funny and they keep doing it, you can't convince them it's not funny. You could say it's not funny, you could not laugh, but as long as they still think it's funny, they're going to keep at it. Now, Kat, what is something that your coworker does that's kind of like rude?
Well, it's not so rude as it is really, really disgusting. It's just, he'll clear his throat a lot, like, yeah, all the time real, like, juicy clearing it.
Oh.
And then this is so gross, he hawks a loogie in the garbage.
Ew, in front of everybody?
It's just, well, we share a cubicle. We've got that, like, double cubicle thing. Oh. And I finally have had to ask to be moved because I cannot, I'm just like gagging every time he does it because I know what's coming. It's just wrong. I'm sorry if he has, I don't know what the problem is, or maybe he's not aware of it, but it's so gross and I can't deal with it.
I'm glad you asked to be moved, and did they move you?
Yes, thank God.
Oh, thank goodness.
Well, they call him the Flemboy.
Oh, no, and he probably wears that proudly. I'm Flemboy.
I don't even think he knows.
Oh, okay.
I feel bad for him.
Now he does.
You got to see, if you're going to cubicle people up, you've got to put people together. Well, I think the same gender is the first thing. Because there's smells that come out of boys that don't come out of girls.
Right. And
so I don't think girls and boys should be in cubicles together.
You're just stuck there all day next to somebody.
Right.
Wow.
Well, if you're busy working, it doesn't, and if it's somebody you like, it's actually kind of fun to go to work. I've been in that, when I was an editor. I loved my cubicle because I had a good cubicle mate. I had a girl I liked. We had a good time together.
What if you don't like them, though?
I got lucky. I didn't have to worry about that problem. Candace, what is something kind of rude and maybe even annoying that somebody you work with does?
I have an ear picker to my left. He uses his I teach public school. His classroom keys are on one of those little rubber round things on his wrist. And in between classes, he stands in the hall and picks his ear. Key.
He uses the key to pick his ear?
What else is he going to use?
No, well, and
pen?
It's just really gross. And if a kid needs to get in his classroom or in a meeting, he'll send the keys. And all I can think about is, ew, I know where that's in.
There's ear junk on these keys.
Ew. I have that to the left, and I have a nose blower to my right.
Oh, no.
Well, and it's not a wet nose blower. I thought she was playing band music through the wall. I mean, it sounds like trumpets. And the kids kept telling me, no, she's blowing her nose. And I said, you're joking. That can't be true. Yeah, she's blowing, and she's really blowing her nose.
And it's so loud, and it sounds like trumpets. You almost want to walk next to her and go, bravo.
Well,
great job. I don't know how you did that.
My thing is, I'm really concerned that she's going to, hurt something, because you cannot blow your nose with that much force.
I know, she's going to have like an embolism or something.
Well, it's unreal between the ear picker and the nose
You got an ear picker and a nose blower. Oh, Candace, that's horrible.
Well, welcome to the world of public education.
And I wonder, it's funny. I wonder if I spoke to the ear picker. I wonder if the ear picker is aware of the nose blower.
They actually hang out together. They go eat together.
Of course they do. Now that's a scene I'd like to see. Her blowing the nose and him picking the ear over a sandwich.
It's just not good.
People, unbelievable. And the fact that he's around kids, like it doesn't even occur to him that maybe don't do this around children. That's the nose blower. Sounds just like the nose blower.
Yeah. Exactly.
Can't tell the difference. Gretchen, what is something that somebody you work with does that's kind of like weird, rude, annoying? What's going on there?
I have two. I have one lady that sits across the aisle from me in the next cubicle over. She'll come and stand over me within 2 inches of me and start talking to me.
Really?
What makes it worse, she wears a very strong floral perfume.
Oh, no.
And I'm allergic to certain sprays. So I repeatedly ask her, could you go sit down? Could you back off a little bit? A little personal space, please.
And the perfume lingers when they're that close. It's like after she's left, it's still in the air there, and you can't get rid of it.
And then the other person will tug my clothes. Or I got a new haircut, and she starts messing with my hair, saying, "It's so cute. You can do this and this and this with it." And I said, "Well, it looks good until you mess with it."
That's so
like
weird.
I was wearing a new skirt, and she actually tugged on my skirt and said, "That is so cute."
We are you 4? Like a 4-year-old goes over and goes, "Mommy, mommy," and tugs on clothes. Like what adult tugs on other adults' clothing?
Exactly, and it's. I have personal space issues as it is, and these people don't know.
I gotta tell you, what you're describing, I don't even care whether people have personal space issues or not. That's anybody that has anyone would be bothered by that.
Yeah. So, and then, just the perfume is what really kills me because, like I said, I'm slightly allergic, and anyone spraying any kind of perfume around me, I usually walk away pretty quickly.
Can you ban her from your area?
I wish I could, but she's on my team. Or one day go in with my nose, with blush on my nose, and really tearing up and coughing and stuff, and say, "Just stay away, I'm contagious." Something, anything, just to have a day of peace.
That's a really good idea, actually. Or you know what? The nose blowers, I gotta tell you, you might want to become a nose blower because no one's gonna want to be around you.
I couldn't take being a nose blower.
The funny thing, though, if you put the tape, they'd be calling the show going, "Oh, there's this woman Gretchen I work with. She thinks she has a door. She puts tape. You're not allowed to walk."
She is wacky.
And almost like these people, they almost want to make you be more annoying than them. So just to give you an excuse. Counter-annoyance. Yeah, like counter-terrorism. Ooh, it's good. Counter-annoyanceism. Carol, what's going on at your office? What's going on over there?
The lady in the next cubicle over, no matter who's talking, she has to interject in on their conversations. I'm talking on the phone to someone, and she's putting her 2 cents in on my conversation.
No.
That's incredibly rude.
That is very rude. I'm not the only one who notices it either.
And have you said anything to her?
Can't. She's a customer.
Oh, so you can't be like, keep your eyes on your own paper.
Exactly.
Oh. And the thing is, I really think that she probably thinks she's being helpful to you.
Being helpful?
Yeah, she's probably thinking that she's being helpful by chiming in on the conversation. Like, I have something to contribute here. I think I can help.
She's repeating what I'm saying.
Oh, she's repeating exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, I figured she's listening and, giving you advice as you're talking.
No.
Oh, she's repeating everything you're saying.
Yeah, she'll repeat something that I said, or give her comment about something that I said, or apparently something I said today was funny, so she started laughing.
Wow.
She's crazy.
A little bit, yeah, I think.
Yeah, that's kind of nuts.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not, because I misunderstood. I thought she was somebody who was like trying to offer advice. Like she heard you on the phone. She was trying to be helpful. No, she's crazy.
Yeah.
Now, Melissa, what's something that a coworker of yours is doing that you're just like, this is all kinds of rude?
Hey, Cooper. This is Melissa.
Hi, Melissa.
We talk on MySpace.
Oh, you're my MySpace friend. Thank you so much for being patient because you see how these guys, you see how they treat me. I can't get on MySpace and it's,
I understand because I work at Scorpios. I'm the only female there, so I hear all the sex stuff.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, oh, I don't want to hear it.
You're like, yeah, mind your own. That's the thing because it's like people want to share that stuff, but you're like, don't share that with me. Like, what is it about me that on my face it says, please tell me all of your sexual proclivities immediately?
I know, right? It's like, I don't want to know that.
And you can't walk away, right?
No, because I work at the front desk, and all the, if we're slow, everybody's up there, and they're discussing everything.
Can you make this is a no sex talk zone?
Oh, please. They live for that stuff.
The minute you said that, they'd be like, oh, let's go to the no sex talk zone.
Right.
I had a great date last night.
Let me tell you, 3 of them.
Sabrina, what is your coworker doing that is just kind of gross?
Bad breath.
And does the person have to talk to you regularly?
Oh, yeah. And he can leave the room, and 30 minutes later, you can tell he had been in there, even if you didn't know, between his breath and his cologne. Yeah, and they had a nickname for him. They called him Tic Tac.
Oh.
As in, please eat one immediately, sir.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man.
Poor guy.
Oh, God. That was not good.